Travel day! Good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Daisy. It's a travel day! Good morning, Skittle. It's a travel day! Daisy. Good morning. Good morning, Daisy. It's a travel day. Travel day! Travel day! Travel day! Travel day. Tanya thinks that we should get shirts that just specifically say travel day. Kind of like if you watch Chip and Joanna, they have demo day shirts. Is it like hashtag demo day? So we could have like hashtag travel day. Let's make this happen. Let's do it. Made some sandwiches. The girls had to use my keto bread because apparently we were out of bread. Oopsie. I need to zip over to the laundromat real quick because one of my favorite towels, a towel that Grandma Sally gave me, it's an older brown and white towel that we love, did not come home from the laundry yesterday when I washed towels. Oopsie. Lots of oopsies. Hopefully we can limit it to that. Also, the external sensor error. If you've been following our travel days, we tend to have problems with the leveling jacks. I disconnected the external sensor error last night and left it disconnected all night. No errors all night. And then this morning, external sensor error. And it's not plugged in. It's bizarre. All of a sudden it's like, I don't have an external sensor. The doy. You know what, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna plug it back in, see if it clears stuff, because I want to be able to come back later and just unplug it and make the jacks come up so we can get moving faster. I had one last package from Amazon come into the post office here, and it showed up at 4:38 at the post office yesterday, but they close at 4:30. Only open from 10 to 12 today, and we have to be out of here at 12. So I'm trying to have everything done before I go to the post office to get my last package. So that way when I can come back, hopefully we can just hitch up and go. So I'm gonna take Tanya's e-bike right now, zip over to the laundromat, see if I can find the towel, and catch back with you later. So the girls are about to say goodbye to some friends that they are really enjoying spending time with. A lot of times when you say goodbye, it can be tough and the kids are crying and not wanting to go. But the thing is we set expectations. So right now, they're doing pretty good. I think that they're doing really well. They're not overly upset. Yeah, they're sad. They've got some emotions there that are sad, but we've always set expectations when it's time to go. Even going back to the playground, we'd be like, hey, we're gonna leave in 10 minutes. And I'd show them, I set a timer for 10 minutes. And they would just, they're like, okay, once the timer's up, I'm like, hey, timer's up, let's go. And we've almost never had a problem.
Yeah.
Except that one time Kaylin climbed further into the McDonald's playland, but she was like, what, 3?
Yeah.
They've had the expectation of when we're leaving. They know when we're leaving. There's no surprises. And I think that a lot of times parents don't necessarily share this information with the kids. So then all of a sudden it's like, surprise, we're leaving now. Say goodbye to your friends forever. And then that doesn't go well.
And it's good that we have Kids Messenger, Facebook Messenger. It's Kids Messenger. We set that up with the girls, both girls, and they have friends. They have a code that they share with their friends, and if their friends have Kids Messenger, then they can communicate back and forth. And it's been awesome because friends are now in Arizona and we're still in Texas, and they can call and talk to each other. So we really appreciate Kids Messenger for that.
And we like it because the parents control who's chatting with who. Nobody's chatting with your kids unless the parent approved it. We appreciate that. Alright, I gotta run to the post office because one last Amazon package came 8 minutes after the post office closed yesterday. And it's Saturday and they're only open 10 to 12 and we need to be out of here by 12. So I got as much done as I can. Hopefully you can get some of the rest of the stuff done.
Hopefully.
And we can hitch up when I get back.
Yes.
Alright.
I'll do my best, Coach.
See you in a minute. Good news, everyone. So far, everything is working. Currently, the external sensor is hooked up. It appears to be the newest, hottest little fad right now. Unplug the external sensor, try again. Plug the external sensor back in, try again. So we are currently, I've got the hitch on the ball. I still have to bring that up. But I think I'll go ahead and put the stairs up and lock it up. Just doing some finishing touches. Tanya is still having issues walking, so I just have her come out and help me get lined up. and then she can sit back down, and then I can take care of the rest. Oh, that one level on the other side, I guess I'll show that to you right now. The one level, the rear driver's side leveling jack that I thought I was gonna have to replace, but it started working. I would say it's not working completely. It went all the way up to that point, and then it's just like, I'm where I need to be. I'm hoping, like, if I can stay off of curbs and out of the grass, we'll see how this goes. That would be my only frustration right now. Get this finished up and get underway, and then I will talk to you again in Crystal Beach. I don't know, maybe we'll talk on the road while we're there, on the way. While we're talking. Talking's so hard sometimes, especially when you're thinking. We made it, we're alive. We're at our spot at Crystal Beach, and I'm working on setting up. It's warm here, warm and muggy. You look at the forecast for this place, and it's like high of 80, low of 75. It never cools down here. It's warm even through the night. I'm not a huge fan of the beach, but the rest of the family loves the beach. But I am here in full support of my family. Now I'm gonna set this thing up. One of the things that I really like to do when I first arrive, get my surge protector plugged in and validate I've got 5 green lights before I even unhitch or do anything else. So when you're working on your 50 amp connector, if you've got this thing here, I don't know what you call this, that helps tighten it down, you want this to make sure you're keeping moisture out from the inside where it's connected. A lot of times I notice it's really easy to get screwed on, and then I look and it's tight here and loose here, and it's just cattywampus. And so I like to take it off, do it again, and try to make sure it's going on evenly. It'll spin more, and then it will be secured. All right, I got us all unchained, unhooked from the brake system. Front landing gear are down. I'm gonna just use wood on the back for today because it's not quite enough space. I couldn't quite get that one in there. So let's try auto level and see if it airs out on us. So far so good. It likes to raise up the front. Oftentimes the front's too high because of the getting off of the hitch. So now it's got to drop it, and then we'll start working on the back. Still a little worried about this one here since it didn't come all the way up. Might have to get in there and manually bring that back up. Might be some gunk jammed in there. But hey, it's working. Huzzah! So I think I will start working on Stinky Slinky business, which I won't touch the camera while we're doing that. And just let this go and check back with you in a bit. Guess what? We're level. No errors. I forgot to do something rather important today. I forgot to put away the T-Mobile home internet. Now we get to see firsthand what the T-Mobile home internet does, why it doesn't fall, and why I needed to get in here and get it before I move the slide. See it up there? So it's leaning right against the slide. So I moved out the kitchen slide just a little bit so that I could get over here just past the fireplace, reach over here and push it in place so it doesn't fall as this slide comes out. We did lose a number of noodles today, but we also had a lot of noodles, a lot more than usual. We've stocked up. I usually like to take the kitchen slide out until I've done the Stinky Slinky over there, so I think I'll bring it back in. Makes it a little bit easier calling around. Man, that bottom of that fridge needs to be wiped down. Stainless steel can be a real pain to keep clean. Alright, so my goal before I hook up the Stinky Slinky is to have all this pulled out so I can get to the kitchen sink kind of backwards, and that way I can just come back in here and wash my hands with almost little anything else for me to touch. Just get right to the sink, be able to wash my hands. That way, stay sanitary. So you should take this out to just the edge of this window right there, and that should give me access to be able to get to the sink. And still, I like to let this slide rest for the fear that the gearbox will over torque and bend itself and break. Since this is the biggest and heaviest slide that we have. Take it to about right there. Now it can chill. Rest my good gearbox. And then I can get over here to the sink. Tanya will put a lot of stuff down here in the sink just so it doesn't tip over. So I just come back here. I don't have the hose hooked up yet, so we'll do water pump. That's good. Let's see. Water pump. I usually leave the water heater off until later, but that has bit me a couple of times. Albeit because it's time for Tanya to go take a shower. I never turned on the hot water heater. I'm sorry, honey, for those times I've done that. I'll try to do better. Alright, Stinky Slinky is done, and I'm going to take this slide the rest of the way out. I've washed my hands. Oh, you know what I forgot to check? I forgot to check the other side of this slide. Oh wow, the pencil sharpener fell down. Oh, usually we move this laptop too. That's part of the problem. Just a few items fell down, but just checking over here to make sure there's nothing that can get stuck behind this trim. Come back and finish it up. Take it all the way. Yeah. There we go. And you don't want to sit down on your couch when the slide is in. If you don't believe me, go watch the channel Finding Our Someday. You can find the one where Jesse is crying on the thumbnail because a screw came out of the bottom of their slide because they had been sitting in it while the slide was in, and then the next time the screw was sticking down and it just ripped up the floor. So don't sit in your slide when it's in. Yes, I did it, Tanya. I did it. I got the hot water heater turned on for you. Mwah. I love you so much. All right, that should be about enough for today. I try to get over 10 minutes and then I wind up recording a bunch and have a 28-minute video. I'm sorry. My goal is to try to have videos that are longer than 10 minutes. If you have a comment or opinion about the length of the videos or any suggestions for content, by all means, leave a comment below. Honestly, there may be a question that you have about RV life that I haven't been answering and you may not have been able to find an answer out there on the internet. Let me know the question in the comments and I will be happy to either answer it or try to get you an answer, if I can. If you're asking me where the X marks the spot on a map that leads to $1 million in gold bullion cubes, I don't have that answer. But I'll try to get whatever answer I can for you. Alright, thank you all so much for watching our video today. You should be, if you're watching this when it just came out, today is Easter? No, it's not Easter. Oh, I'm so off by a week. Whew, man, what a travel day will do to you. It's Palm Sunday. Anybody remember Palm Sunday from church when you were a kid in Sunday school, where you probably made palm branches or palm leaves, or your Sunday school teacher brought some palm leaves in for you to talk about the laying of the palms down on the street as Jesus rode the donkey into town? Anybody remember? No? Yes? Maybe? Well, if you're watching this video right now, when it first came out, it's Palm Sunday. That means it's 1 week until Easter. Friday is Good Friday. It's a great week. We're so happy to be back at probably one of our favorite churches, Crystal Beach First Baptist Church. That's what I'm excited about. So you may be watching this video and I might be in the service. We'll see. All right. Thank y'all for watching our video. Remember, life happens, even the beach. Don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.